How do? Welcome back. Right, it is a Wednesday. Day 2 of 5 in a row this week. My own doing, my choice. Silly me. But I went into the Fox's Den. I'm in Leicester. This is my third visit to the city centre, third main visit to the city centre for a video. So we're going to try and work through, again, a bit like yesterday's Birmingham video, a few old favourites that I really think you should definitely see. And we're going to get to a few new ones, as many new ones as we possibly can. Again, because it's a Wednesday, the opening times aren't the best. I'm stood outside Brussels, however you want to say it, Cafe Brussels, however you want to say it. That isn't until 4, because it would have been ideal to be able to fit that in with the first one I'm doing. But I can go kind of in a big loop, so we'll end up back here later. But we will get started. We've done the High Cross, the Wetherspoons on the corner, we've already done, but this has never been visited before. So pub number 1 is going to be Queen of Bradgate. That will be my first stop of the day. It's a gorgeous old building. I don't understand why this wasn't done when I've done the High Cross, I've done this Après Lounge before, but I said I've never done that Cafe Brussels before, so I don't know. But Queen of Bradgate has never been visited before, so it will be stop 1 for today. But let's get in and see what it's like, shall we? Okay, so unless this is reasonably new, I have no idea why I wouldn't have done it before, but it's nice. It's really nice. But yeah, I've no idea. If I've done the High Cross and I've done that, but why would I not have done this before? I don't know, but I'm impressed. It's got some real ales on. It's got a really good tap selection, and it's a nice looking place. A bit rustic, a bit quirky, but I like rustic and quirky. So yeah, good start. Right, it is a wonderful array of beers. So I've gone with that. Never had the IPA from Vedette, and I'm impressed. But it's nice to find some different bits. And come all the way to Leicester from Nottingham, and you find a Nottingham brewery heading up the real ales, Shipston's. Local heroes, former sponsors of Nottingham Forest, Shipston's, in a bar in Leicester. But look at this. Very impressive place. And I still cannot understand why I've never done it before. But I will definitely 100%, and you can guarantee this, I will definitely 100% be doing it again, because it is lovely. Really nice place, really good staff, looks great, good place to have started the day. So if we can hear ourselves think, because as usual when I'm trying to film there's some kind of works going on, but directly next door to the Queen of Bradgate, which I was very impressed with, is a little place called this, The Tree. And I've definitely never done, I've done a thorough check of my listings, I've definitely never done The Tree before. So let's make The Tree stop 2 of the day. Another very pleasant experience, very pleasant place. So it's Wells & Co, Bedford based. Brew Point is their brewer, their new brew point, the old Charlie Wells thing. Yeah, I forget sometimes that they come as high up as this, having grown up in and around Bedford for a while of a part of my life. It's always nice to see stuff like that. So I've got myself half a foghorn in here, which I'm happy with. So foghorn, Lodestar, some of their beers, but I'm a big fan of both of those. Never tried them, they're well worth it. Their stout is quite decent as well, the Genesis. So yeah, it's laid back, rustic style type place. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I think it looks pretty cool. Goes a long way back look as well. But yeah, nice stop of this. And they've also got on the back of the tree a really decent little sun trap of a beer garden, which I bet gets absolutely heaving out here during the summer. Yeah, good little stop off this. Bit of covered up, so perhaps have some live music and stuff here as well. Yeah, I like it. Right, wandering just around the corner past the High Cross and Wetherspoons, I was on my way to King Richard III, which is an Everard's pub. But according to Google, I've just checked, they don't actually open on a Monday, a Tuesday or a Wednesday, which is a shame. Yeah, I've never done that one, so we'll have to come and do that another day. Can't get in there, but next door is Leicester's Cozy Club, and again I've not done it, so since we can't get in King Richard III and we stood right outside, it makes perfect sense to make the Cozy Club stop 3. It's a big warehouse style one. They've made really good use of the space they've got in here. Cozy clubs do tend to be decked out pretty nicely, and this was no exception. Same people that own the Lounge brand, so anytime you see one of the Lounge brand videos on here, yeah, these are the same people, Cozy Clubs, Lounge brands, so they've all got that quirkiness about. So all the quirkiness of them, the funny lampshades, the old suitcases, dresses, things like that. But yeah, an old warehouse space that I would say they've done pretty well with. Made really good use of all the space available to them, and it does look pretty cool. Quick wander slightly round the outside bits, as I'm still looking for ones to add to the list I've never done before. And I found another one, definitely never done this before. And this is the cherry tree. So M&B on the outside of it. So at one point in time, it was definitely a Mitchell and Butler's pub. I would be very surprised if that is still a Mitchell and Butler. Most of the old Mitchell and Butler signs do stay up a lot, although they tend to be sturdier looking signs than that one. But we'll find out in a minute if it is. But I will be surprised if that is still a Mitchell and Butler's pub. Old coaching in type style place is how it's been set out, set up here on a sort of quiet bit on the outskirts of the city centre. So this is a really sweet, really nice little local. Everybody in here knows each other. They're all really friendly. The landlady is lovely, and it's just, this is a little step back in time, and that's what made the British pub wonderful, wasn't it? But it's little places like this. These are the bread and butter of the British pub scene, and they've been here for years, and they're still going. I said it's just. This is when I say, like, this is a community local, it's somebody's lifeline. This is maybe the only social interaction they get during the week is coming here, and this is why we need to protect places like this at all costs. We really do. Lovely little place. So Mitchell and Butlers don't own it anymore. It's now Admiral Taverns that own it. But yeah, you can't fault the prices in here, even though they are going to have to go up now. But you can't fault the prices. Very cheap, very friendly, and a little trip back in time. Look. So it's got a pool table and stuff like that. But actually, see, look, it is proper old school. Really is old school place. So I've got myself a Guinness in for this one, and there's your taps. But if we have a wander through to the other side, you can see it's the old-fashioned layout, split into two sides. You can also have a pint of Bass in here, and some of the locals absolutely swearing by the Bass, saying how good it is. So that is the cherry tree for you. A 5-minute walk across town is what I've taken. There's one out here on its own that doesn't appear to be near any other pubs or any other sort of drinking part of the city centre, which is, yeah, a bit strange. A strange sort of thing for a city centre to have one out on the road on its own. So I've walked across to this, and this is the Royal Oak. So I don't know Leicester well enough to tell you exactly what part of the city I'm in, but I am definitely still in the city centre, having walked across, and the Royal Oak is just out here on its own, but it's open. It's a pub we've not done, so let's get in and see what it's like. It's got more space in it than you would perhaps first have thought it had from the front, split into two sides. No car scale, very limited stuff on the taps, but people in here are friendly, so can't really say fair to that, can you? Everyone I met in Leicester today has been really friendly. I just worry how it survives up here completely on its own almost. It looks very similar to what you would probably expect. So we've got a dartboard and stuff in. Obviously shows some sport and stuff in it. So yeah, that is the Royal Oak for you. That brings me on to, nicely, today's first revisit of the day. So I did this one back, I think it was pub luck number 1,580 or so on the list. So a long while back now. So not been here in nearly 2 years. But it is the Salmon. And it is a Black Country Ales pub. Anybody who's been on the channel before, seen any of the West Midlands or Birmingham videos or anything like that will know I love Black Country Ales pubs. So very much looking forward to being back in the Salmon for the first time in 2 years. And today's first revisit with a very good reason. Remember it being a nice little pub like all the Black Country Ales ones are. Should have a good ale selection. Let's get it done. Yeah, it's been a pleasure being back in here. So as I said, Black Country Ales are just one of those places that I will champion Black Country Ales until I'm blue in the face, no matter where we go, whether it be the ones in the Black Country, the ones in Birmingham, the ones in Rugby here. I'm always a fan. And there is another Black Country Ales pub in Leicester that I've never been to, so we're going to get down to that in a few minutes. But while we're here, you might as well, I'm enjoying my Jubilee IPA. We might as well have a look at what's on the bar and show you around this one, mightn't we? So today's lineup, it is a fine lineup, as it always is. So this is what I've got. The 25th anniversary Jubilee IPA is a particular favourite. I'm a big fan. The usual stuff from BCA and stuff as well. Barman that ducks out the way, I like that. The usual style of cobs and things like that. Here we go. Yeah, always nice to meet followers. But we will have a wander round this way. This was the way around. Here we go. So dartboard and stuff like that as well. Smoking shelter and beer garden to the rear of it. Here we are, look. So it's always nice. A lot of the Black Country Ales ones have got a little area and stuff outside as well. But yeah, another top example of Black Country Ales doing just about everything right. Love a BCA pub, you know that. So very happy to have got back into the salmon. But if we're going to get anything else done today, we need to crack on and get through some new ones, don't we? So I've come all the way to the other side of the city centre so I can work my way back up and get through a few that I've not done before, and I've definitely never done this one before. The pub in question is the Bricklayers Arms. On Google comes up as the Fox Hunt Bar, and they do have a sign on the side that says Fox Hunt Bar, but the pub, trust me, is most definitely, according to the sign on the front at least, called the Bricklayers Arms. So it'll be stop number 7 of the day, 6th new pub for Leicester of today. Okay, confusion over. So the business runs as the Fox Hunt Bar. So the building has always been the Bricklayers Arms, but the business runs as the Fox Hunt Bar. Some else on. I've got a Theakston. So it's Theakston Lightfoot blondes that I've never tried before. That's nice. But it's a decent sized place. It's nicely decked out, people are friendly, and it's a sports bar style vibe. There's a nice looking bar. It looks like a style pub style lineup. So we've got Heineken, the Heineken cold caps on. So that's what I went for. Theakston Lightfoot, a blonde. Had the Otter before, which I did like. Yeah, Fox Hut Bar rather than the Bricklayers. If you want a game of pool and stuff, or a game of I love a football table. Love finding a football table in a pub. But it's been very nicely decked out. The guys are nice. Good looking place. And as the very nice chap just said to me, they've even got a little garden space to the rear of it as well. So nice looking little area out here. Yeah, it's a sports bar, and they're very nice people. That's about as far, well, certainly as far south on the city bit as I'm going today. So heading back now up into the main drag of the city centre bit, and the next one is, you guessed it, it's the other Black Country Ales pub. Yay! So the King's Head. Never done this one, so I had done the salmon before, but I've never done the King's Head. So a brand new Black Country Ales pub for me to be able to tick off my my ever-growing list of Black Country Ales pubs that I've done. There can't be many left for me to do. Looks pretty cool on a very quiet little part of the street down here. Gorgeous church and stuff at the end. But the King's Head up next. You knew I was going to say I liked it, no matter what, didn't you? But it's no, it's pretty cool, isn't it? A lot of wonderful looking beams on the ceiling. Again, it's not very big. The Black Country Ales pubs, some of the ones in the Black Country are absolutely huge spaces, whereas this and the Salmon are both smaller, more compact looking little pubs. I absolutely love this. The look of it, everything is absolutely wonderful. Really good ale selection and stuff again. So, as you would expect, the beer choice in here absolutely superb. So they're having a porter on, absolutely superb. But it doesn't stop there. I've actually gone with this in here, the Dandy Dab, giving myself my first cider of the day. Some good bits on. It's a lovely looking place. The beams are imitation, but they look. I think they look really good. Absolutely love the little bit up here. But I think those imitation beams, I think they add a lot to the ambience of it. A hot counter in here. Look at those sausage rolls. They are literally making my mouth water. And of course the usual cobs. But I am told, if I wander through, there is a roof terrace attached to this one. That's something you don't find in a Black Country Ales pub very often, do you? But long, narrow place, and a lovely little sausage dog. Belongs to the assistant manager, but pretty cool looking place. Let's go and find the roof terrace. If we come out here into the yard, look at that little sweetheart. Look at his little face. What a sweetheart. But if we go up here, we will find the roof terrace, adding like an extra additional 100 people or so with the garden and the roof terrace. So personally, barbecuing stuff up here, personally I think that's a great idea. Big screen TV and things as well. Yeah, brilliant idea. Right, I'm playing it smart. Coming out the back entrance to the King's Head, because just over the road, it needs ticking off. It needs to be on the list, so I never have to come back and do it again. If you come out the back of there, you'll get to this. The Vodka Revs, Revolution, down this end. I think there might be another one in the city centre, maybe somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, oh well, Revolution. next stop. This will be a quick one, I can tell you. Paddock cleanser, Tom. Yeah, so I've gone for, I believe we could, so in Craft Union, my running joke, isn't it? What is it? They're 3 for £6 in the Craft Union. Vodka Revolution, £6 5 for one. Honestly, it's no wonder I can't stand this brand, because honestly, they just rob. They're robbing, you know what. So that is Vodka Revs. But only £6 5 for a bottle of blue WKD. Wow. I'll tell you what though, £6 5. I'm savouring every last drop of this beauty. I'm so angry. Quite honestly, I hate everything about Revolutions and Slug and Lettuces and all of them. Overpriced, tacky, chavvy. If we weren't trying to do every pub and bar in the country, then I would just literally bypass them. But yeah, smart. Coming out the back of the Black Country Hours one, then doing Revolution, and then straight out of there to the back entrance, I presume, of this, which is the Grand Union. So yeah, there is another entrance on the other side of the street that I saw earlier. Studenty, by the looks of things, that's what I would say. So let's get in and see if it is everything I think it's going to be. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Studenty. It's a Marston's beer lineup, I would have said. So not really my. I've got a neck oil in a carding glass, but yeah, no neck oil. But yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. It's not offensive. It's all right, but it's more studenty or sportier than pub. Certainly not a drinker's place. What have we got? So lads are playing darts. Sports. There's screens around for that. It's got a long and narrow kind of layout, but yeah, it's a bit lads. Up the top. Nothing wrong with that studenty though. So that is pretty much what you get in the Grand Union. I will tell you something. There's not a lot in Leicester city centre. Like some days where I walk through and I'm like wowed by the buildings. However, so Rum Spice Bar and Restaurant. Shame it's not open, because that is a pretty incredible looking building. So that is the first thing really today. Anyway, there are some other great buildings and things around Leicester, but yeah, that's the first one today that I've been sort of really wowed by. Beautiful. So one up here. Here's another really good one. Night and Garter. We did on one of the previous Leicester visits. See, the Friary. It's weird to see that all shut up, because that is normally open and thriving for every time I've been anywhere near here. So it's weird. There's not many people about in Leicester city centre, which is strange. Like Nottingham, even on a Wednesday, absolutely vibing. But yeah, Night and Garter is a pretty cool one. Hogarth we've done, Market Tavern we've done. So Somar has recently closed down. The green one just here in front of me has recently closed down. They had a few Birmingham way. It's a shame to hear that one's gone. Let's right, there is another new one I haven't done somewhere just around here, so we'll go and find that. And it's actually this one. So 2 doors down from where Somar was. 45 West, brand new one on me. So 10th new stop of the day, which is always good. Well, it's nice to bring up a good double-digit number. 45 West will be my next stop. So there's a bottle shop and things. So it doesn't look like a craft beery bottle shop, more of a cocktail gin type bottle shop and cocktail bar. It's nice. It gives off Prohibition style vibes, most definitely. I absolutely love the little ladder up to the top. The top of that, yeah, Prohibition style vibe cocktail bar. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. If that's what you're looking for, you'll like this. So, very swanky, very modern. Sort of the way of redoing a Prohibition cocktail bar. Yeah, pretty nifty little place. They do happen to have a chaise lounge downstairs near the toilets, as well as another little room down here though. So there's actually a little extra space for this, but yeah, I might just chill out on there for the next hour or so. Right, in all honesty, I'm in need of a decent beer, because I haven't had one in a while. Certainly not anything new to me. It just so happens that I remembered there is a wonderful craft beer bar down here, and that craft beer bar is Tønne or Tønne. I don't know how you would say it, because obviously it's got the accent through the O. So I wouldn't know, but yeah, I remember being here last year when we came and absolutely loving it. So my second revisit of the day is going to be to this, purely because I know that I'm going to get a decent craft beer in it. So Tønne up next. Well, I was right. I was right to come back in because yeah, the lineup is stellar again. Really, really good. Plenty of stuff amongst the taps. Wonderful array of stuff in the fridges as well. And I have gone with a from Vocation, a French martini sour. And it's good. So let's talk stuff in the fridges as well. There's some absolute bangers in here. Some wonderful stuff from Neon Raptor. Obviously some Vogue Cities, some Daya, oh, Left-Handed Giant, I love their stuff as well. Buxton Brewery, Pentridge, honestly some absolute bangers. Mill Hill Brew Co, Leicestershire based, absolutely brilliant. If you've never heard of them, look them up. But yeah, this place is just pretty cool, pretty wicked. Great little craft beer bar, well worth coming to stop at. So the lineup on the taps, superb. My sour, very, very good. Right, we're gonna do another revisit at one of Leicester's. Well, in fact, I think it is Leicester's oldest pub. So on Everard's pub, and as you know, I'm a big champion of Everard's. In fact, it is. It says on the side there, Leicester's oldest pub, serving since 1720. So there are, I said, there are a lot older pubs in the country, a lot older ones that I've been to. But for this city centre in particular, this is Leicester's oldest, and it is pretty beautiful inside. To be honest, I've done it a couple of times, so it is a revisit. But I will show you now around the globe in full detail. I said I love Everard's pubs. Anyway, it's one that sticks out in your mind as one that you probably should visit. If you've not been to an Everard's pub, especially, this is probably a pretty good base to be starting on. The beer lineup, superb. Found a beer that I've not had, a cask ale, plenty of good cask. Plenty of good stuff on the kegs. They're always rotating, they're always brewing new stuff, Everard's. And 99% of the time, they get it bang on, trust me. As with all Everard's stuff, so the ever-changing bits on. So I've never tried that Gemini, but I bet it's wicked. So I have got a new beer on me though, and it's this 8-ball American Pale off the cask, which I've got just there, and it is very, very good. Everard's just don't make bad beer. They really don't. They're very, very good at what they do. And this is one of those. The Leicester's oldest establishment. Take you for a full-on wonder. Everard's have put a really nice little bit on the glass in there. But I've been here a few times, so I've done a few videos. But let's wander you around and show you just how special as a pub this place actually is. Because I really do think it is. It's lovely, lovely looking. A brilliant place. That is obviously, if you're not familiar with Everard's, that's their main product, their main seller is the Tiger. But it's gorgeously set out. The whole pub is gorgeously set out. It maintains all its bits from obviously from years and years ago. This is more of a dining space around in the corner normally. Every time I've been in, there's people dining in this corner, and then you've got this wonderful thing just here on this side that I'm gonna try and show. It's very busy in there, so can't go in. But it's wonderful, like snug area. Absolutely wonderful little place to sit and chill out and have a beer. So it's a fantastic place. Everard's do stuff right all the time. We've done 10 ticked off new ones today, which, considering I was out in Birmingham as an extra day yesterday, 12 new ones, not too shabby. To be on 22 new pubs already by close of play on Wednesday, I'd be well happy with, to be fair. And I feel we need to end this video on a real high note, don't we? So I know the little street I'm on the way to has got some absolute gems on it, so let's go and do 2 or 3 of them. Get a better video for you, show you how wonderful these places are. So first of these down here that I want to redo, Firebug. Now I reckon if you were ever into the alt scene, you're ever a bit alternative, bit rocky, bit grungy, and any kind of like vibes where you wanted to be a little bit out there, express yourself, then I reckon Firebug is probably a place you've been before. And yeah, it's a gorgeous building, proper little rock venue, great live music place, just yeah, a wicked place. So Firebug will do now. Proper cool little bar. You can probably the eagle-eared amongst you can probably hear a bit of Linkin Park in your ears in here. But yeah, that's my kind of scene. It's my kind of musical vibe, man. I loved a bit of Linkin Park. I still do, to be fair. So yeah, it's just one of those spit and sawdust rock style bars, rustic, grungy. What's not to like? I mean, this is just the downstairs pub. You want grungy, you want a bit of spit and sawdust style. You will most definitely find it here. It's some old consoles and stuff up there and stuff as well. It is just it's a proper just little cool alternative music venue for the alt kids to hang out in, and it hasn't changed over the years. It's great. Okay, straight out there, and it's Leicester. Well, you can see it. You can see it from the door of Firebug. Next up on the little retour of things, we 100% need to just show you in all their glory now. It's been a year or so since I've been. It's going to be this. It's the Blue Boar, by far, without a shadow of a doubt, one of my favourite pubs in the whole of Leicester. Absolutely love this place. Always a wonderful set of beers on the bar in here. Proper little pub this. Everybody always says, oh, make sure you go to the Blue Boar, make sure you go to the Blue Boar. I mean, they're right. 100% make sure you go to the Blue Boar. So that is exactly what we're doing now. Now, as always, when I wander into a proper beer house, my arm takes an awful lot of twisting to go above 7% with something. Yeah, it took no twisting at all, to be fair. Just the very suggestion, the very notion of, do you want to try this one? It's almost the last of it. You know, my arm never takes any twisting, so we've got it. So it's 3 brews, the very last of it, from it's a Trappist ale, essentially.
Yeah, brewed just up around Colville, and then I believe Belgium and maybe the US. I think.
Belgium, the US, Trappist, Colville, the US, and yeah, it's all the same, isn't it? Here we go. But as you would expect, there is a wealth of wonderful beer on offer. Not just this amazing thing that I'm now drinking, and it is, to be fair, pretty amazing. We have the cheese and onion cobs. Everybody's cotton on to doing this cheese and onion cobs properly now. But there's some Samuel Smith stuff on there, which I was surprised to see. But this is where I am. It's this 3 rules, and it's pretty special, to be fair. I'm very impressed. But every time I come to Leicester, so it's been a year maybe since I've been here, but every time I come to Leicester, this is one that I say you've got to come in, got to come and see it. It's a fantastic little place. Always got some of the best beer things on anywhere in the city. You've got to come, got to see it. Wicked place. And I'm going to sign off and enjoy this. Right, before my train back to Nottingham, I've got time for one more. And you know what? I'm going to seek out the Irish bar called Duffys. Because I know they've got Brennan's Irish Stout on. Woohoo! What a way to finish my day. And of course, when I said I was going to seek out Duffys, I knew full well that it was an 80-yard walk. So the same Firebug just there. So an 80-yard walk from the Blue Boar to Duffys. So yeah, we've got time for one more tonight. So a revisit to Duffys. What a way to finish. Yeah, because I've heard Brennan's Irish Stout is on the bar. My favourite stout, twice as good as Guinness, half the price. Let's do Duffys. That's the final stop of the night. So Leicester's only official authentic Irish bar, proper Irish bar. It's not Katie O'Brien's or the Chavy, you know what. Proper authentic old school Irish bar, wicked place. And the only place in Leicester where you will find the premier stout from Ireland's going, Wexford Brewery. By far, half the price of Guinness, twice as good. But yeah, this is definitely if you like an Irish bar, you'll love this. So you can, of course, you can get Guinness, but I said it's all about, for me, it's always all about Brennan's Irish Stout. I think it's wicked. But if you want a cask, there's a cask on. But I've just had it described to me by the barman, perfect way. So it's not an Irish bar, it's a pub run by an Irish man. And you know what? That is the perfect way to describe it. Because in a pub, Irish bars aren't Irish bars, are they? They're just pubs. But this is, you want a bit of authenticity, you want something that really kicks, then this is definitely the one that I would say, look, come and do this. Don't do the others. Come and do this one. This is the one. Great place to finish the day off. Right, I need to make it back to my train. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, day 2 of 5 this week in the bag. Off to Manchester's Northern Quarter tomorrow. Can't wait. Really looking forward to that. So thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope I've introduced you to a few new Leicester places you might not have been. I'll see you tomorrow.